To feed 2,184 people on a consistent basis is a staggering responsibility. But in addition to food, many people are in desperate need of medical care, and medical treatment is extremely difficult to access. Paula attempts to assist the medical facilities so they can remain open and accessible for the many people she serves.
And then Marinki Rural Hospital, that's the one that's the nearest to us, and that's the one that is our main thrust. We're doing as much as we can for them because the Matari Public Hospital in the town of Matari, 80 kilometers away, the doctors mostly are gone. They have about 700 patients a day. They have 2 doctors. If they work 24 hours a day, they could not see them all. We've sent patients there that have been rescheduled for surgery 5 times. And the one girl lost her ear because it was a fast-growing cancer. They cannot cope. They don't have medicine. They don't have pain medicine. They don't have antibiotics. They don't have drip. They don't have the plaster for when a broken leg. So when we bring a patient, we've got to go source all those things for them. So we only take the most urgent. We're trying now at the nearby rural hospital to meet their needs so that we don't have to transport so many, because we were going almost every day taking patients. We're trying to keep it down to 2 days a week, but we've not managed it yet. But we carry the ones that are too disabled to go on the bus. The others we give bus fare. And many of them, the prescription, they don't have money for their medicine. We go buy the medicine for them. I believe last month we spent $1 billion, which is, even in US dollars, that's quite a bit. So we need, for medicines, a conservative estimate of 10,000 US a month.
What Paula desperately needs are volunteers to come to Zimbabwe and help her. Her cry echoes the words of the person the Apostle Paul saw in vision, begging, "Come over and help us."
My big plea is for volunteers. I really, really need volunteers. And volunteers to say, well, what can we do? Well, there's a great variety of what they can do. They can drive, they can play with the kids, they can teach the kids, they can do accounting, they can supervise the workers. And there's no end of what they can do. It depends upon their skills and their interests, and we can find a job for every one of them.
Recognizing the scope of the responsibilities she has assumed, we asked if there were anything more she would like to add. She responded,
Well, I'm a little bit tired this morning, and so I'll have to think about that one, but I want to say to those who've helped, my heartfelt thanks, because when I started out, I envisioned a small program with 5 workers. Now I've got 130 workers. I expected a small orphanage and nothing else. I didn't expect to do these other things, but as the needs keep increasing, I keep praying and I keep telling people about the needs, and people keep giving, but the needs are always jumping ahead of the giving even, so I have to give a little bit here, a little bit there, and never enough for anything, because I always have to hold a little bit in reserve for emergencies. So if there's somebody out there with money and wants to know, what should I do with this money? Come and see so that you're reassured. And then,
as Paula struggled to her feet to leave, our hearts went out to her. Only a person with her amazing commitment would respond to the call to minister in such an extraordinarily desolate, remote, needy, and dangerous place. Most of us will not be able to go there and help her personally, but surely here, tonight, right now, we can give sacrificially to support the heroic efforts of Paula's unique ministry in Siberian Africa.